my nephew.
I've been the Gucci all my life. It is an empire.
You can help the family. Gucci is not exciting, and everybody knows it.
At least it's my name, sweetie.
Our name, sweetie.
For the family. You traitor. No!
But I am fair. I subscribe to unconventional punishments.
Going out there, YouTube land and all subsequent social media lands, welcome to an all new video. In this video we're going to be reviewing a film that came out a couple weeks ago and is a Oscar contending type of film, I believe, and is a film that's based on supposedly a true story. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on this video and the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content on YouTube here, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, where I pretty much post on a weekly to daily basis, so definitely check that out. As always, people, let's get right into this! Well, welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing a movie review of a new film that just came out a couple weeks ago. Probably I think it was end of or beginning of December. End of November, beginning of December. And is a film, like I said, that's based on a supposed true story from those who have somewhat of knowledge of what actually occurred and, what they have to base it on. But yeah, this was an interesting, drama film that was very unique and definitely different. And then, of course, the film called House of Gucci. Yeah, House of Gucci. Yeah. So this is basically, based on the Gucci family and kind of what happened with their family a little bit. And basically kind of centralizes on one of the main characters who was, has become super infamous since the trial back in the late 90s. Now, this film was none other directed by an amazing director who has directed so many great films over the years, that is known for directing, Aliens, and is known for lots of, great films over the years. And that, of course, is Mr. Ridley Scott! Oh yeah! Ridley Scott! Woo! Ridley Scott! Ridley Scott, man, he is so amazing as director. So much fun. He's made so many great films over the years and just has a great eye for what cinema is. Now, a great film that I think is one of his best directings to this date is, of course, the great 2000 film that won Best Picture, known as... Wait for it. Wait. Gladiator! Yeah! Gladiator! Yeah! Absolutely love this film. Such an amazing film, starring Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, Connie Nielsen, Richard Harris, huge cast. And it's just an amazing action film with lots of action, lots of great story, and just an all-around really amazing film. And this film definitely deserved to win Best Picture. Ridley Scott directed the crap out of this film, gave us this really intense, amazing film. Was the last film that Oliver Reed was in before he passed, and he actually had to do some posthumous CGI work for his character in the film. And it's just a really fun film that just had so many great things and really just brought to life, that age of that time period, and gave us this really authentic feel, this authentic what it was like to be in those times, and just with lots of great action sequences that just were so amazing. If you haven't seen Gladiator for Ridley Scott's directing, definitely check it out. It's worth the watch. But it comes to directing House of Gucci, I thought he did an okay job. I don't think it's one of his best films. I don't think it's a horrible film. But I definitely don't think it's anything great. It definitely was entertaining. I thought it was interesting. And I definitely thought that he did a decent job directing it and giving us this, semi-interesting story that had some, it had a beginning, a middle, and an end, basically. It did, encompass pretty much most of the material that is known out there in the world. So I think that he did a decent job with it, and I think he did an overall decent job. If you haven't seen Ridley Scott direct anything, definitely check out House of Gucci. It was actually a pretty decent film. So this movie has a really decent cast that's amazing, awesome, and so much fun. And it's just all around a great just team of people that brought this film to life. Now, to start us off with this film is none other than the main man himself, that is basically the main Gucci that this film was about. And that, of course, is the actor known as Mr. Adam Driver! Oh yeah, Adam Driver! Woo! Adam Driver! Love Adam Driver. I mean, from his role in Logan Lucky to his character and pretty much anything he's been in. He's always fun. He's always awesome. And I really enjoy pretty much all of his characters. And he's just a really well-rounded actor. I think he's really awesome. I love his presence. I like his kind of demeanor and the characters he brings to life. And I just think that he has a lot of talent that he has proven in so many films. Now, a great film that I really enjoyed him in, of course, is, I think, one of his best performances to date, and is his greatest feat, and that is playing the character of Kylo Ren in the Star Wars newest trilogy. Yeah, from Star Wars Awakens, Star Wars The Last Jedi, and Star Wars The Skywalker Rises. Oh yeah! Ooh, yeah. He is so awesome as Kylo Ren. I absolutely love him as the character. Him being kind of like a semi-new Darth Vader character was really fun and interesting. Him being the, grandson of, Darth Vader himself, Anakin Skywalker. Him being the son of Han Solo and the daughter, or son of Leia, which is really awesome and fun, and just Adam did such a great job of bringing that character to life. I liked the compassion he had. I also liked the evil he had in him. And I like how he did a whole 360 throughout the entire, 3-film trilogy. And you just got to see him in so many different capacities. And I just thought he really brought Kylo Ren to life. Really fantastic performance. If you haven't seen any of the Star Wars, the newer ones, definitely check out Adam Driver's Kylo Ren. He was really fantastic as the character. But when it comes to his portrayal of the Gucci he played in the film, I thought he did a pretty decent job. I thought it was pretty, it wasn't anything fantastic, but at the same time I thought he did a decent justice for the gentleman that he was playing, and I thought that he did a good job of, portraying of somebody what they would go through with what he went through, and kind of, what he dealt with and how, his life was. And I thought he did a decent job. Definitely check out Adam Driver in House of Gucci if you haven't seen him in anything, or if you enjoy his content. Definitely check him out in this. He actually did a pretty decent job. So that brings me to the next actress I like to talk about this film. And that is none other herself, the main lady herself, Miss Lady Gaga. Oh yeah, Lady Gaga. Ooh, Lady Gaga. So Lady Gaga plays Adam Driver's character's wife in the film, the one that is basically ends up going to jail for his murder, and is all around pretty decent, job. I think she did an okay job. I don't think she was anything super fantastic in the film, but definitely didn't do a bad job. And at the same time, of course, she looks amazing. I thought she looked like the part. I thought she did a pretty decent job of trying to make herself look like the character. And all around, I thought it was a pretty interesting performance. But one other film that she was in that she did an okay job too as well. Not my favorite performance of hers. I think she's so much better as a musician and in a lot of her music videos. Is, of course, the film that she starred in with Bradley Cooper, and is a remake of a film known as A Star is Born. Yeah, A Star is Born. Yeah, Star is Born. Yeah. Star is Born. So Star is Born, of course, like I said, is a remake of the Barbra Streisand one, several of the ones they've made over the years. And once again, Lady Gaga plays kind of like the Barbra Streisand character that is the love interest of Bradley Cooper's character, that has all these issues and stuff like that, and she actually did a decent job. I definitely think her performance in House of Gucci was a lot better, but overall I thought that her performance in A Star is Born wasn't too bad and was pretty fun. If you haven't seen A Star is Born, definitely check it out if you're a huge fan of Lady Gaga. It's worth a watch to see her in it. But overall, like I was saying, I thought that her performance in The House of Gucci was really good and pretty decent. I think it was not her greatest thing, but I definitely think it was better than her Star is Born character. But at the same time, I thought she looked fantastic in the film. I thought she looked beautiful and amazing, and I just think that she did a fantastic job of trying to look like the character, and did a good job of portraying the character as well. And I thought that she was a decent addition to the film. If you haven't seen Lady Gaga or anything, definitely check her out in House of Gucci. She wasn't too bad. So that brings me to the final actor I'll be talking about that was in the movie. And that actually brings me to the actor that was my most favorite character in this entire film. And just the great acting that this actor provided was so much fun in this film and made the film even more entertaining. That, of course, is Mr. Jared Leto! Oh yeah, Jared Leto! Woo! Jared Leto! Oh my god, Jared Leto's so awesome. I mean, this guy, anything I've ever seen him in, he always does a fantastic job. Even if the movie sucks, his performance is always usually still really good. Because he's such a great method actor and he's just so much fun. But his portrayal of the Gucci he portrayed was, Pablo, was so freaking on point hilarious and so much fun. The accent, the delivery, the makeup they put him in was just so much fun to see. And Jared brought it to life and gave us this really great performance. And just so much fun. But another great film that, Jared was in that I really enjoyed him in is, of course, his portrayal of a great DC comic character. And that, of course, is the film The Suicide Squad. Yeah, The Suicide Squad. Oh yeah. The Suicide Squad, I absolutely loved him in this film. I thought he was so great as a Joker. I loved his Joker rendition. I thought he was really on point perfect. Even his cameo in the Zack Snyder's Justice League cut was really fantastic too, bringing that Joker to life again. And just all around, The Suicide Squad is such a great film, I think. I think it's underrated. I think it's a fun film. And I think they did a really good, decent job with it. And I think Jared Leto's Joker was a great addition to the film and just made that film so awesome. I mean, from his characterization of how the Joker was and his laugh and just like everything he brought to the Joker was just on point to me, really fun and enjoyable. If you haven't seen The Suicide Squad, definitely check it out for Jared Leto. He was really fantastic as the Joker. But overall, like I said, he was my absolute favorite character in the House of Gucci. He was so awesome, so fun, and just a really amazing performance in the film. I hope he gets nominated for a Best Supporting Actor or in one of the awards because he deserves it because he was so freaking funny and so good at that character. Definitely a worthwhile performance and definitely worth seeing the film for. If you haven't seen Jared Leto recently or haven't seen him in anything, definitely check him out in the House of Gucci. He was really good in it. So what is the House of Gucci about? Basically, the story tells the assassination of one of the biggest Guccis that, was running the company at the time in the late 90s. And basically, it's about his relationship with his wife who ends up hiring somebody to assassinate him. And Lady Gaga, like I said, did a really decent job of portraying that character. She, like I said, she looked like her, very much so. I mean, she did a great job of, giving the aesthetics of what the character looked like and giving great expressions that looked similar to what that real Italian lady would have presented in real life. It just was a really interesting story too as well, and a tragic story at that too as well. But definitely a decent and well-rounded type of film that, like I said, didn't have the best directing, didn't have the best acting of all, but still at the same time it was very entertaining, and Jared Leto and Al Pacino's performance really made the entertaining enjoyable to watch. So I would definitely give it a whirl. It's definitely worth the watch. And I would give this one 6 out of 10 Goldie Movie Boxes up. So definitely worth the watch, people. If you haven't seen it, go check it out in theaters now. Pretty decent film. Worth the watch. So that's it for this movie review, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Also, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out any older new videos you might have seen not yet. As always, people, if you enjoy my content and want to show support for the channel, definitely check out my awesome Patreon page, where I do extras for my patrons. They get outtakes, bloopers, all kinds of cool stuff like that. It's really awesome, so definitely check that out, and if you like what it looks like, definitely subscribe. And as always, people, if you enjoy horror films, definitely check out the Horror Pack, which is a great subscription service that brings you horror films right to your door for a great low price. So definitely check that out too, people. And as always, catch you in the next one!